Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll talk about the application development and other topics called relationships and the UI action. So first of all, this is the continuation part of my application development. So if you have not following my application development training, I'd recommend you go and watch those sessions because this is the continuation part of that. So today, if you see, the patient record are getting created, and you can create it by create new, or you can bulk load the data. Right now, once you click the create new, the record state will be the new states, and then it will be generate a approvals, right? And once you approve that, the state will be changes from new to in progress. But here is the things, we cannot see the approvals under this related list, right? So if I go here, configure, and go to the related list, there is no related list for approvals because it is not extended to the task table. So that is the issues. We are not able to see any approvals under this related list. So that was the first problem. So let's get started to the complete video. So to add the related list approvals as a related list, first of all, you have to open the studio and click a create application file, and you have to type the relationships, okay, and click create. So once you click the new relationship you can create. So it is a custom related list you can create, and as a relationship, and you can add to any of these tables. Okay. So first of all, we have to put that name. So that name will be visible to under the related list. So I am putting that approvals. Now here is the thing, the right side, it is mentioned the applied table. So on which table you want to see this related list or these relationships. So our case, it should be patient record, and then query from. So query from means that from which table I should query and show the data. So our case is C's approvals tables. Okay. And here is the things, first of all, here we need to write the code. So what code we should write? So for this C record, if I go to the C's approvals tables, and open any record, you can see this record is created for C by which fields? The approving fields. Approving is the field or key that is pointing to our actual record, the patient record, right? So if I go back to that studio, I will type the current dot which will add query here, and then I should put that which field it is actually approving is the nothing but document ID. So I'll copy this field name document ID and paste here. And then what should be the value? Value should be from which I should match. Our case, the parent dot sysID. Okay, it means that I will go and search to that current means that query table CC approval tables with the value is the document ID, and that value will be the field is document ID, and the value will should come from the parent.sysID, which is the applied record. So we should save that data, the relationship, we should save that, and that relationships we need to be add into the patient record tables. So let's refresh these tables once more time and right click, configure related list. Now I should be able to see one more value, that is approvals. I should add and save that. Once I save that, you can see the approvals is right now showing. And if you want, you can configure these related list layout, like whatever fields you needed. For example, we don't need the approvals for, I just remove that. So you can configure your related list. So now you can see there is we are getting an error because of the scope issue. So we'll move that to the global once more time, and here we'll right click to that and configure list layout, and we'll remove that approvals for and click save. So our approvals for is removed. And one more thing, you can notice that this new button is visible, and no one, I should not be able to create any new record into the approvals because it should generate from the workflow automatically. I should not manually create any record, right? So right click, configure, and then again for that list control, and I have to omit that new button. For that you have to click the omit new buttons and save. So now you can see once I save that value as a omit new button, there is no new button available under these patient's records, right? So the record right now, the scenario, think about the scenario, the record is getting created and it is getting generating approvals, and then the state is new until unless someone approves. So once I click and approve this record, the state will be changes and the state should be in progress state. So let's refresh that. So you can see the state is getting in progress, right? So the next steps, what we want actually, we want to make a UI action that can derive from in progress to complete, because there is no button that can go and help us to move to the next steps called complete, right? So we need to design a UI action on the top so that it can go and move the state from in progress to the complete state. So let's go back to that. For that we have to type the UI actions, or else you can go to the studio, create new application and new application file and type UI actions, and here click create. You can type the table name. In our case it's a hospital management. Type that hospital management patient record, and here the name we should provide that mark as complete. Okay, and it should be visible as a form. Okay, and then here is the steps. I should write a script. So what script I will write here? First of all, this button should be available only if it is in progress state, right? So let's see and get the value. What is the value for in progress? For in progress the value is 2, and for complete it is 3, right? So, and what is the field name state, right? So condition for this UI actions is current dot state equal to 2, then this button should be visible. And what we are trying to do, current dot state equal to 3, and we are making that current dot update. Okay, so check that in the condition we put the double equal to, because we are conditionally checking if the current state equal to 2, then the button should be visible. But when we are making that update, we are making one value, 1 equal to is 3, because we are assigning some value. So current dot update. So let's save that. So once I save this form, the button should be available on that form. So let's refresh these forms again. So now you can see complete button is visible, and if I click the complete button, it should, the current state should be changed to the 3 state, right? So go back, you can see state changes to the complete state and the button is no more visible. If I go back to again the hospital management, any of these records, and I show that this is the A record which is in new state, you can see this states doesn't showing that complete button because current state is new. All right, if I go back and change that order to 1000, right? I want what previously, if you see that the complete button was showing in between of update and delete, but this time I put the 1000, so it should show the last, something like that. So the button is not visible because the the state is 1 or maybe state is new. So once I approve this record, it should approve and state should change to in progress, and then the button will be visible. So let's refresh that record. So now the button is visible. Might be there the order is not the correct, so that's fine. So once we click the complete, the state should change to in progress to the complete state. So if I go back to the record, the state is complete. Okay. Also you notice that whenever we are marking the complete, or whenever we are clicking the complete button, it is going to that different page, right? We don't want to go to that list layout or different page. For that reason, what you have to do, you have to go to that your UI action and write one more code called action dot set redirect URL, and in bracket you have to type the current. Okay, so what will be happen, you are asking or forcing that button, or you are telling the button that it should stay on the same page wherever they are. Okay, now once I save that and go back to this form and refresh that and click complete, it will be stay on the same page. So let's click that. You can see we are staying on that same page. We are not going to the list layout or other page. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions in my comment section.